talk about the state of play because there's a lot to dive in, a lot of games to talk about. So we're going to talk about the first one. It's Control Resident. I'm not familiar with the series. Even though I have a lot of people in my circle that wanted me to play the first one, I might just pick up the second one just because the developers did say that you don't need to play the first one to understand what's going on in the second one. This is coming out September 24th. So hopefully they maybe do a bundle and I can go ahead and just pick them both up and just knock them both out on a weekend. Because the second one looks phenomenal. It looks amazing. It looks kind of mind trippy also. Then we got the God of War Faye. Now this is a rumor game that's been in rumors for months now, and then we finally got revealed at State of Play. This game looks amazing. The fact that it has the God of War fighting mechanics from I guess the 2018, it kind of gives me the remnants of like the fighting combat style of the older ones, like the really PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 era fighting mechanics and stuff like that. It looks good, and the fact that it takes place in the same timeline of the God of War 2018, it's parallel to that game. Makes me want to play it because I never played the God of War 2018. And the fact that we're getting the Mongolian God of War, we're getting the Egyptian God of War, the fact that we're going to go through this Wyrwen, which is the afterlife where the gods are, and we're going to go through these different kinds of timelines and different kinds of gods throughout the game, makes me wonder, like, how many different gods are we going to be fighting against, I should say. Because this got me pumped. I do kind of wonder what kind of storyline we're going to have with Kratos and Faye. Is she fighting her way back to Kratos, or is he going to be like a focal point? What is that story going to be ultimately? That's kind of what I'm curious about. There is no release date for this game. I'm hoping we get more towards maybe Game Awards as far as release dates, something. I'm hyped for it. I know there's a lot of like negativity around this, but these are unfortunately basement dwellers. I would possibly say about they're hating on this game. Then we got Marvel Tokens Fighting Soul. They finally revealed Doctor Doom's like basically team, which is Magneto, Carnage, Green Goblin. I'm here for it. The fact that Green Goblin looks amazing. His fighting style looks like so badass. And then they got Carnage. Like, it sold me. As soon as I saw Carnage get on screen, I'm like, all right, you got me. I'll buy whatever special edition plus the fighting stick that Sony just announced for pre-orders. That is coming out around the same time as fighting Marvel's Token Fighting Soul. I'm here for it. And then there's still one more team to announce, and I believe that's going to be at Evo. Believe in June 26th, so that's right around the corner. I'm here for it, and that is coming out August 8th, so it's soon, pretty soon now. Then we got Wolverine that opened up the show. This game looks just brutal, gruesome. The fighting is just over the top. It makes you feel like you're Wolverine. I personally cannot wait for this game. I love the fighting mechanics. I love the brutality of this game. I love the regeneration of this Wolverine has. It like legit showed in the like gameplay footage. Like him just like chunks of his body was just going away and then he was regenerating that. It looks amazing. The fact that we're going to get like Leech from X-Men, Jean Grey, and of course we got Sabretooth, Mystique, maybe the Red Hand, maybe because there was a ninja in there, but then again it could be something else. We are getting the Reavers as the bad antagonist in this game, which I'm pretty pumped because they are pretty freaky people. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. The only thing I'm kind of upset about is that we're not getting a collector's edition. I saw a like a concept art of like somebody that worked on the game, like what they would want as far as the collector's edition. and it's like Wolverine stabbing a Sentinel's head, and it's this gigantic statue, and I'm like, I would totally buy that. I don't even care the price. I would totally buy that and put it in my room somewhere. But that's just, he didn't hear nothing back. He didn't hear nothing back from the development team. So maybe we get that later on. Maybe we can petition it to get it. I don't know. But that game is coming out September 15th. So yeah. And then we got Ill. Ill is a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's being labeled survival horror, but I think it's a little bit more than that. The fact that the brutality of this game, the fact that the gore is like top tier, and just over the top brutality, just taking people's heads off and just sawing them or just chopping and stabbing, blood everywhere. I'm hooked. I'm glad that we're getting this game, but unfortunately we're not getting this game this year. It is coming out sometime next year, which is hopefully we get more maybe gameplay footage at Summerfest or maybe Game Awards. Yeah, I need more of that game. Then we got No Rest for the Wicked. Now this is a game that is already out on PC, but I saw this game a month or two ago on someone's threads, and I'm like, what game is this? It looks amazing. And I'm not familiar with the game. I've never played this kind of style of game, so this is going to be all new to me. From what I saw in the trailer, it looks amazing. The visuals look breathtaking, and it's just, I want it. I know it's going to be taking up majority of the rest of my year if I do get it, because it's going to be hundreds of hours of games, new weapons, new enemies, new bosses, new everything. So I'm here for it, and that is coming out sometime in October. No time period in October, just around October. The next one's going to be Amamushi Way of the Sword. Now this is a game that I am over the moon with. I am so pumped for, because I used to play Amamushi in the 360 era, possibly. And I was heavily addicted. I would play that game on hours and hours and hours to try to get all the achievements. And I am so glad they're bringing that franchise back. It reminds me of the old games that I played when I grew up, as far as like the fighting, the graphics, mostly the fighting in the boss battles. It's just like the first one that I remember playing. Good thing is that the demo is out right now if you want to go ahead and play it. I already downloaded it on my PS5. I'm going to try to play that tonight after I get done with this video and give me my thoughts out there about it. But I am over the moon with this game. It is coming out September 25th. Next game is going to be Phantom Blade Zero. We didn't really get that much. We got a little bit of gameplay footage. They said that there's going to be more info in the upcoming months, but the release date did get pushed back to October 29th. Now this is another game I'm pretty excited for, because when I first saw the trailer for it, I was like, whoa, this game looks amazing. Like, what game is this? Why is no one talking about this? Because this game, I'm telling you, just the fighting, the graphics, everything is just blew me away. And I cannot wait to get my hands on it. The next one's going to be Rayman Legends Retold. Now, this is a remake, I believe, of Rayman Legends. I'm not familiar with it. I never played it. I remember playing Rayman around, I think, the PlayStation 2 era. And that was my introduction to Rayman. And I didn't follow the series throughout the years, but I'm not a huge Rayman fan. But this game looks fun. It looks, like a Rayman game. And it is coming out this year. It's coming out October 1st. So hopefully I can get my hands on it. Maybe get my thoughts. Silent Hill Townfall. Now, I do like what they're doing with the Silent Hill franchise as a whole. They're giving us different experiences with different games. Now, this game does look like it's going to be a third-person, first-person almost. I hope it is just first-person, because that would give us the opportunity, the closest opportunity in the Silent Hill game that we would get to Silent Hill, I believe, The Room, which was the first person, and that was just horrifying. So I am excited for this game to come out, and then it's coming out September 24th. Then we got Stuntman Hollywood. Now, when I first saw this trailer, I truly did think it was going to be like Need for Speed. Then when I saw the Fast and Furious car from the first one, I was like, all right, well then it's gonna be a Fast and Furious game. No, it wasn't. As soon as he like, we're doing all these races and different scenes from different movies, I was like, all right, this is gonna be something different. And then when he said cut, I was like, okay, this is probably Stuntman. And boom, it was like Stuntman Hollywood. I was like, holy shit. I haven't played a Stuntman since PlayStation 2. And the fact that they're bringing back this franchise as a whole is pretty cool. And it's made by Saber. Saber has a lot of games that are coming out, or at least they're working on, which is alarming. The amount of games and properties that are working on is crazy. There is no release date for this game. Hopefully we get more footage around Summerfest or maybe Game Awards. But who doesn't want to play Stuntman in your favorite movies and you be the Stuntman of that movie? I would. Next game's going to be Lost Wild. When this trailer first popped up, I was like, okay, this is going to be the new Jurassic Park game that Saber is making. Then it got a little bit further. I was like, well, maybe it's a Dino Crisis. We're finally gonna get that Dino Crisis remake, and I was like, nope, this isn't it. It shot my hopes down real quick. I'm more intrigued with everything. The graphics looks amazing. I'm more importantly intrigued with the story. Like, what is happening? Is this the distant future? Is this prehistoric time? What is going on? Because there is no release date. Hopefully we get more info in the upcoming days, if not months, and hopefully we get a release date sometime maybe next year. But we don't know. There is nothing on it. Just that brief little segment, that trailer. Then we got, last but not least, we got Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. Now this is a game that is a reimagining of the first Tomb Raider, I believe, PlayStation, the regular PlayStation. I'm hyped for it. I am a big fan of Tomb Raider. I love the series. I grew up playing these games. So the fact that they're giving us a reimagining of the very first Tomb Raider, I'm here for it because the graphics looks amazing. And I've always been a big fan of Tomb Raider. So, and it comes out February 12th, right around my birthday. So I am over the moon with this. I will say this. This did not really blow my socks off or anything. I really did think it was going to be, bigger announcements, just because there was a lot of rumors going around. There was Insomniac, the infamous rumor going around that they're going to remake it or make a new one. There was rumors that they were going to do GTA, maybe some gameplay footage. There was a lot of different rumors going around, and we got nothing. And the fact that they put these in theaters, it just, I don't know. But this is Sony. You kind of got to take everything they do with a grain of salt nowadays. But overall, there's a lot of games that did get announced, especially for September. September is a huge month for gaming. And we haven't even hit Summerfest or the Xbox Showcase yet. So what is September going to look like as far as gaming? PlayStation lined it up from the get-go in September, and it's just a trickle downhill because we got Wolverine, and then we got August we got Marvel Tokens, we got Wolverine in September, Silent Hill, all these other different ones, and then I'm hearing that Gears of War is going to release in September. If that's the case, holy shit, we're in it. Because then we got, in October, we got probably a couple other games I really don't know. We got Rayman, of course. But as far as like games, we might get some surprises from Xbox Showcase. Then November, the big month. GTA 6. I do think this year alone, this fall is going to be jam packed with games, and I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. I am just going to be so broke towards the end of this year. It's gonna break me. But I pass it off to you. What games did I talk about that stand out the most? That I cover a game that you're excited for? You want to talk about it in the comments below? Is there any games in the upcoming future as far as Summerfest you want to talk about? Maybe Xbox Showcase. I will be covering them all. I will be doing breakdowns of both of them because we do have Summerfest on Friday, then we have Showcase on Sunday. It's a busy week for gaming, and if you want me to cover them, or you got any questions as far as or I should say anticipation as far as games for Summerfest or Xbox Showcase, let them know in the comments below. Subscribe, like, share, do it all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.